Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're at the National Parks campground in Sandstone, West Virginia. I think actually they call it Meadow Creek campground. Signs out there at the entrance say no RVs allowed. I'm working on a little RV here. The customer told me, the park rangers told her that they put the signs up there because they can't trust us to cross the railroad tracks in an RV without getting run over. So they say no RVs in here, but if you make it in, you survive those railroad tracks, which, you know, almost nobody survives crossing railroad tracks, right? But if you survive, then they'll let you park in here. But the signs say no RVs, which is just genius. I mean, look at this place. There's plenty of power at a bunch of boxes out there, but they never bothered to put it at the sites. So yeah, you gotta love it. The federal government, they're looking out for us, take care of us. What are we doing today? We're changing a crank up vent lid on this little travel trailer here. So I got the lid out. Let's get started. There's the new lid. When I went up there to look at it, her skylight over the shower is actually broken also. Don't have that, so I'm gonna tape that up real nice for her so it doesn't leak until she can get that fixed. So let's go in here and get started. It's a pretty easy job. It's about all you need is a drill, a screwdriver, and a pair of needle nose pliers. First thing we got to do is go in the camper.
Don't mind my mess there.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. And we have to get the crank thingy loose. We got to drop the garnish, and that's what we got to do. So let me get y'all, I'm gonna set y'all up here on the toilet, and we'll get started. All right, y'all be looking right up my nose. She put a piece of foil stuff across this to keep the heat out. Pull that down. Yeah, we have to pull the garnish down because we need to get to a couple screws in there that let the screen get out of the way. Let me get the appropriate size bit in this driver. Careful when you're pulling these garnishes down because they're always covered in stuff on the backside. Sawdust and bugs. And all right, you do need a Phillips screwdriver to reach up in here and get the screws out of that screen. Really try not to drop those. Really try not to drop those. If you were here, you would understand. All right, so now I gotta change bits again. Get that crank handle off there. My bad. I dropped the screen on you guys. I'm sorry. Y'all okay? Yeah, don't drop the screen. Alright, now you gotta get the screws out of the crank mechanism. Do need to crank it up a little bit first, about halfway. And get the two screws out of the mechanism, the crank mechanism. Again, try not to drop those screws. All right. Now, the crank mechanism just slides out of the old lid, and we can just leave it. We can just leave it right there. Or I'll tell you what, I don't want to drop anything in here. So let's get this out of the way. So now we go up top. Alright, here's where the needle nose pliers come into effect. That hinge bends over to keep it from sliding in and out. But we need to slide it out. So there's the old one. Here's the new one. Here's that hinge. Once you bend that tab in, then the lid can't slide back and forth on that hinge. So let's go ahead and bend that one, slide this one in, reach in there with the pliers and bend that one. That keeps that thing from sliding back and forth. So that's all we do up here. Well, now we go back inside. There's the skylight that I need to put some tape on until she can get that repaired. Now we just do everything opposite. We have to put our crank mechanism back up in there, slide it in that little slot on the vent lid. Just like so. Now we take a screw, put our two screws back in the crank mechanism. Then we put the screen back in. Make sure you turn it the right way. It's usually easier to stick a screw in one side first. Stick the screen up here. So you can see that screw hole. I know y'all can't, but I can. You can see the screw hole. You get the screw right in there where it belongs. Go ahead and snug it up. Get your other screw and put on this side. Now it's a little bit tougher because you can't see the hole as well. Go ahead and snug it up. Like such. Now we're done with the Phillips screwdriver. Put your crank handle back on. vent goes up and down, just like it ought to. Now we just put our garnish back. Alright, so that is a wrap on the replacing the vent lid. So I don't know, I know y'all were looking right up at the sun, so you probably couldn't see a whole lot. I apologize. I could ask the sun to set or cloud over while I do videos, but something tells me that just really wouldn't do me a lot of good. So we just have to work with what we got. Today it was sunny. For y'all to be able to look up at all to see anything, I had to point you right to the sun. So now this is definitely just a band-aid until she gets somewhere where she's going to be long enough where somebody can order her a skylight. But this will keep them the majority of the rain out until she can get it repaired properly. Because sometimes all you can do is try and minimize the damage until you can get a proper repair. This happens to be one of those situations. We just do the best we can with what we got to work with. And this is a good place for Gorilla Tape here too, because you won't ever have to get this back off. When you replace the skylight, you'll just get all the screws out of it and get the old skylight off and throw it away. So you'll never have to try and get this Gorilla Tape off. And there you go. There's an awesome temporary repair using Gorilla Tape. Yeah, I'm gonna get my junk off the roof. Won't y'all get your junk off the roof? Get down in that comment section, leave me a comment, a criticism, concern. Let me know how bad the sun was. I'll know when I'm editing the video. Y'all can still let me know. And yeah, I'm gonna go up the road and fix another one. And I think that y'all should have a fantastic day. Of course, that's your choice, what kind of day you have, but I hope you have a fantastic day. Catch y'all next time.